intuition. It's our first get together of our intuition course, and we're gonna have lots of people out. We've got lots of people in that course, and I was just reading over my material, think about it, and oh, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, right now I got a hook, and I got like interesting things to show you today. Not just wool, something else too. These two don't belong on the frame right now. This one doesn't belong. This one could still belong. This one doesn't belong. Okay. Oh, backcountry, that has to go, so it comes out of our inventory. So welcome to Deanne Fitzpatrick Studio. We are hooking rugs today. And we gotta make something happen with this background. So we're thinking we want to spice up the live a little bit. This morning we're going to spice it up with a little special something in a little while. And we just want to, I think, we want to have more fun. And we want you to have more fun on our Thursday morning lives. Especially with the holidays coming up. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Just a little bit of, and I just had, at the grocery store, I just picked up a copy of Magnolia magazine. And I just love that magazine. It's just so full of beautiful ideas and thoughts. And I found something in it. And I said to Kaylee, could we do this? And she said, yes, we can do that. And she got it all ready. And it's going to be fun. So, okay. So when I'm doing a big piece, I always move it around a little bit just in case. Like it's possible that you'll run out of wool and you won't be able to find something else to go with it. So, and I think we're actually at a point today where we can roll this along and get at the face and the arms. And someone is doing this on Wild with Wool. Did you see how good she did the face and the arms? I forget the name, but she has this, or maybe it's on the inspiration sessions. I'm not sure, but one of our Facebook pages, and she's doing such a good job. Look at that. Okay, now I'm going to go down here because I want to get this done down here so I can make the roll. I like to get it to another area. Lorna and I are cooking up something in the basement, aren't we, Lorna?
Well, looks like it.
Yeah. Even Angela doesn't know what it is.
No.
We just started cooking it, Angela. We'll tell you after.
Like actual cook or?
Kind of cook, isn't it? Kind of cook. Yeah. But, we're just thinking about hooking and cooking.
Oh
they sort of go good together. Hooking and cooking. We got some thoughts about that. Okay. Now, this is the other yarn. This is called Homestead. No, Backcountry yarn. So I'm going to put that down this side. Oh, I love that little bit of lime in there. When things are going right, like and the colors are going right, and did I scare you?
Yes.
I'm going to tell a story about you today about intuition. I have a story about you in our lesson today. So I'm like full of surprises today, aren't I?
Gosh, I'm nervous.
I've got like stories and secrets, and it's kind of fun. But why I was so excited at that time is just the way those colors were working together. Like it just makes, like when I see, sometimes it just, I don't know. Angela, you know that, like when a design's working out, like when you came up with the Mystery Art logo. Yep. Didn't you get that feeling of, oh,
Yeah, it's like a hit of dopamine.
Yeah, Lorna probably feels it like when she finds that 15 cents
Oh yeah.
that's out missing. You know what I mean? Like, where is it? How do I get it back? Yeah, yeah. You get that feeling of, it's just sense of, well, I get that from Hook and Rug. And I get that from making a turn on the Shedicamp frame too. I just love it. Someone came up and bought their Shedicamp frame this week and they were so happy getting their frame for the first time. It's just like, it's just such a nice feeling to know that you're going home with that and that you're dedicating space to yourself and to your own life in your home, you know, for the thing you love to do. Oh, where are my fancy scissors? My pelican scissors. There's almost dark green in this too. You see that, Ange? It's almost like a dark green color there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's really, really beautiful. And we are getting a lot done today. So we didn't ask a question of the day for the last couple of weeks. Shake them up. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is the one that's standing right on top. That's the one we're going to take. And our question of the day is, tell us about a fabric you use that had special meaning. And that's a question from Susan. So in the comments, you can write whether you're watching on YouTube or on our website or on Facebook or on Instagram. You can just write in the comments below. Susan would like to know about a fabric that you use that had special meaning. So for me, I just actually used it the other day. It's my husband's gray sweater that he just gave me this week. And it's just a Shetland wool sweater. And it was worn out. And he gave it to me and I'm using it. But I also have bits of the lining of my son's coat from when he was 12 years old. And sometimes I use that. I still even have a little tiny bit of my mother's dark green coat that she wore. So over the years, I've had a lot of fabrics with special meaning. How about you guys? Do you have fabric that you used in your rugs that you know really connected you to something? Maybe it was a yarn that you bought somewhere. Maybe it was that was something special, you know, when you were traveling, or perhaps you have a piece of clothing from someone that you're using. Or tell us. We'd like to hear. Susan especially would like to hear. And thank you for that question, Susan. It's a good question. Let's get down. I think after this rug is finished, we'll do some smaller pieces on the live. Because this one's taken a good long time, isn't it, Angela? We've been working on this for like 5 or 6 weeks because I try not to work on it too much when you're not here. And backgrounds can be a little bit boring, right? Doing them, but I don't find it with this one because of the beauty of the colors. But for some people, they find filling in the background really boring. That's why it's important to sort of create like shapes and turns and have fun with it. You know, create movement in your rug. Okay, so I think if we stop here, I can make the turn. Just want to save this nicely. I don't know. I feel like this might enter in up here, so I'm not giving up on this one yet. So let's just move these without getting them all tangled up. So I have these, this is just chalk line that I have attached here. Is the bartender coming back, do you think, or what's she doing?
Well, she was watching it to make sure it was working, so she's probably waiting for us to yell.
Oh, okay, great. Today, Kaylee is going to, and I think it's going to be a regular feature on our lives, for a little while. We're going to do mocktails.
Cool.
I think that'll be fun. Did you know we were doing that today?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Anyway, Kaylee's going to make us a special mocktail, and she's going to teach us how to do it. And the recipe is from Joanna, what's her name? You know, the woman who runs Magnolia Magazine. I love Joanna Gaines. I really admire all her style and the beautiful things that she makes. So I think we're going to get Kaylee to show us how to make that. And you guys can pick up that magazine and get the recipe, or you can watch us make it and go online. I'm sure you can find it online. But that's where it came from, was Magnolia Magazine. Okay, I'm just having a little trouble here with this. That's why I need to have a few fingernails. There we go. Okay, so now let's see what we got here.
Just noticing all the new rugs that I didn't see.
Oh, I know. I should show you them. They're all on the website. And they're all small. We should have a look at them. That's a good idea, Lorna. Okay, so let's have a look, see what we got here. So it's time for the big roll. Sort of like a semi-reveal. Oh, I might have rolled too soon. Hope not. What I'm going to do, sometimes I do this. So I've rolled a little too soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this around. And I'm just going to add a little bit more of the color before I do my edges. I'm just going to add a little bit more color over here and here so that I can do a full turn, because I want to have a full roll so I can see all the top of my rug. I can't quite do that yet. Was it last week we had the visitors from the States? The 3 women?
Yep.
Nancy, Clancy, and that was last week. They were so nice. Where were they from in the States? Do you remember? Indiana?
I want to say Idaho. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, I'm not sure. If you're watching, you'll have to tell us.
Idaho, Minnesota?
Yeah, I feel like Minnesota. Definitely Minnesota. Yeah, I think so. Not Idaho, but Indiana maybe, and Minnesota. I'm not sure. This time of year, we get fewer visitors from away, but we're always happy to have people. If you ever want to come on the live, just show up. Oh my gosh, it's been beautiful. Just show up and come have a little visit with us. Now look at that. I'm going to ignore these. That was something I was doing and thinking about when I was thinking about a cream background. Like having kind of, I'm going to do that in another rug. Sort of the intonation of a plant in the background, but I'm not going to do it yet. Now I'm going to change my yarn. Oh, look at this. I missed this. There's red missing here. I got to go get a little bit of red. Oh, darn. And then down here, that's red too. Oh my goodness. Look at that. No, just back to there. I got to get a little red and clear that up, because if I don't, I could lose that, and I don't want to lose that detail. I just get a strand of red.
I like the blue ladies. That's it. How long have you been working on that, Lorna? Well, I thought it was like a 5 foot by 6 foot rug. Get it a month.
It's about 11 by 17 usually. There's my red. Okay, that's good. I was getting a little worried I couldn't find the reds. That's good. I just need a bit. Okay. Just wanted to say that one of our regular viewers, Lynn Strom, had a show about her prairie roots, and it's just so beautiful about her connection to the land on the prairie. And she sent me a nice letter and this article that was in her paper of the Maple Creek News. So I just loved seeing that. Thank you, Lynn, for sending that along. It's just so nice for you to let us know what you're up to and that you're showing your work. Okay, just fixing up my bit of red here because there was a little bit missing.
She also had an article in a magazine.
Yes, and that photograph,
oh my God,
was stunning.
She's standing overlooking the prairies.
Yes.
Oh, what a strong image.
Yeah, she's really doing good with her work and really working hard on her work and becoming very expressive. Okay, I think we might see Lynn today in our course. I'm not sure. Okay, hope so. So this is getting us along the way. So now I think that will let me turn a little bit more so that I can reach up. And I can see that, I can see now that it's good that I spread this around, because I don't think I'm going to have enough of either of these yarns to finish this design. So I'm going to start moving some up here, some up here, some up here. So it's really important that I get this turn made, because this turn will help me understand how much yarn I need. Just keep your movement in there. Don't get too straight across, Deanne. Okay, I'll go down here. Oh.
So are you going to continue that same color to the top, do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be to the top, but I'm going to have to mix something else in with it, because I can see that I just don't have quite enough. I can feel it. There's just not going to be quite enough there. So I could either just go get some more of this, but I might introduce this, because I just think that green at the top might end up being kind of pretty, but I'm not positive or sure. Okay, now we can make the full turn. And I want to show you our new rugs. A whole bunch of new rugs. There we go. That's more like it. I just don't want to make the turn and leave it off. And does anyone notice my scarf today? Did you notice my scarf, Lauren?
No, one's right in.
Yeah. So I'm wearing this turtleneck, right? But it's one of those turtlenecks that rolls down, and I hate that sort of, So I just came in and I took a piece of black wool and I stripped it and wrapped it around. But everybody likes it. Does it look okay? Yeah. Doesn't look like I'm wearing my... Doesn't look like I'm wearing a rug hooking kit or anything. No, on my neck. No, I think it looks nice. I like it. So I want it like, me, I want it like a black scarf, but where am I going to get it that morning? And I wanted a small black scarf. So I couldn't find one, so I thought, well, I could use black wool. It worked. All right. I'm just going to sew this, put this together. And Kaylee, do you want to come in? And we'll get going. We're going to have our little mocktail hour, the mocktail hour. So there's no alcohol in this. If you wanted to, of course, you could put alcohol in it. And, but
Makes me happy.
it makes you happy. Lorna does not drink alcohol at all. Lots of people do not drink alcohol at all. And I don't really drink alcohol. I drink red wine. That's it. It's the only thing that is alcohol. But like I never have a cocktail, but I like a mocktail. Kaylee, are you ready for us?
I'll do my best. But
You're what? But what?
here.
Everything's there? Oh, your mic.
Get
Get your mic. All right. I'm going to finish this.
Okay.
Ange, do you want to give a little scan of the wall there? And tell them that they are online underhooked rugs, aren't they? All our hooked rugs. Original rugs. So they're all new. Beautiful little pieces. And they're small. So if you've been thinking about buying one of my rugs, don't have room or don't have the commitment for a big one, there you go. Now's your chance. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to have a nice little drink, are we, Kaylee? Do you think it's going to be tasty?
I like amaretto, so I think it will be.
Yeah. We bought a special amaretto syrup. Just like, I figured that syrup we could leave here and people could put it in their coffee. Would they like that, do you think, people who work here? Or maybe someone who's visiting. All right, bartender. What do you got for us?
Okay, so this is called the Blackberry Refresher.
The Blackberry Refresher. Oh, we still didn't get the fancy glasses. They weren't in that thing. They must have been in the other box, but doesn't matter. Blueberry Refresher? Blackberry Refresher.
So
okay.
It calls for 3 muddled blackberries.
Only 3 blackberries? Is this for one drink? Or?
This is for one.
Oh,
so
this is for one. Oh.
We don't have a muddler, but this will
You're muddling with a fork. Yeah, I mean, why not? We
you
don't
can
need
do whatever you
fancy.
want.
Yeah. We're supposed to have a strainer, too. Do you have a strainer?
There's a
strainer in there. Oh, great. I didn't know that. That's a good idea. Okay.
We gotta do this mocktail and they had to give them 2 supplies.
You have to get some ice in your shaker.
You get some ice in your shaker.
Put in your blackberries.
So that's your muddled blackberry. There's nothing else in that, Kaylee?
Not right now, no.
Okay.
Then we're going to put an ounce of lemon juice.
An ounce of lemon juice. That's good.
Sizes.
Yeah. So that's just a real lemon, is it, Kaylee?
Yeah, I squeezed, I cut open 2 lemons and just squeezed what we had in there.
Okay, great. You putting that in there?
Put that in. And then it said 2 pumps of amaretto syrup. Which
So what would 2 pumps be, do you think?
I kind of guesstimated maybe 1 teaspoon.
Oh.
I mean tablespoon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Not using a knife like last week.
We don't have the pump. It would be fun if we had the pump because it would feel like. So a tablespoon of that. Yeah, that's amaretto syrup.
Guesstimating again.
Now there's no alcohol in that, Kaylee. It's just
syrup.
Just syrup. So if you wanted to, if you didn't have amaretto syrup, I suppose you could use maple syrup or some other kind of syrup. It would be a different flavor.
Or honey would be good.
Honey would be all right. Yeah. Okay.
You should
Great.
make, a jalapeno one. That would be good. So then we have our blackberries, we have our syrup, we have our lemon juice and ice. So now it says we shake.
That's just the fun part, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
You always shake with a smile.
Gonna shake with a smile, shake with a smile.
There you go. It's getting really cold. You can see it's frosting.
Oh, it is too. Look at that. It's frosting up.
Okay.
So, like, you're putting some serious shake into that.
Yes. 15 good shakes.
Is that what it said?
15, but I made up the good one.
Okay.
So then you want to put some ice in your glass.
Yeah. And this is your muddled.
This is your And then we're going to top it off with our lemonade and a little bit of sparkling water. And then if you wanted to turn it into a cocktail, then you could add a shot of amaretto, I think.
If you want it,
If
yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
So it says 4 ounces of lemonade. And then, would you like some sparkling water?
Oh, definitely. You're making this for me? Why don't we split it in half and then, or do you have enough to make another one? Oh, that looks,
Ooh,
look at how
that.
pretty
It's
it is. Oh, I love it.
You need some green garnish.
Oh,
And it does say to garnish with a blackberry.
and
Ooh.
you could, yeah, like a green garnish, like a sprig of rosemary or something. I don't know with the
Yeah.
blackberry if that'd be good. Oh, look at that, Kaylee.
There you go.
Oh, are you going to make one for yourself?
I'll make one for Angela and Lorna.
Okay. All right. I'll pour. Do you want me to pour some of this in
No,
for
you
somebody?
Just try it.
Okay, and you're going to make more. Okay.
Now I'm just going to do a big batch. So.
Oh my gosh, it's
Is
delicious.
it good?
Could this be the new drink on Friday night?
I
don't want those ones.
Or you can mush them up this way.
Mm. Oh no, it's lovely.
You
Kaylee.
might want to be careful making this though. If you're like me, you could get stains on.
Yeah, you want.
Yeah, but that
everything.
could make like a lot of syrup. You could make a lot of syrup in there. I mean, you know what I mean. You can make 4 or 5 drinks in that cocktail shaker, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, don't get on your white shirt.
I think it sprayed me. So, out of 10, what would you rate your drink?
Oh, this is fun. We should rate them.
Does it remind you of where? Oh, I have
Reminds me of
I have
nothing.
a good next question.
It's very unique. It's very unique. I would say it doesn't remind me of anything, really. It's very unique. I would say I would rate it a 7.5. How's that? Because I got to give room like for it to grow or for it to be worse.
Where would you be drinking this if you weren't at work?
Well, you know, I think it'd be like blackberry. I feel like it's a great fall, like if you're having people over for supper, like if you were having women for lunch,
Okay.
right? I think that'd be a great thing to prepare, to have them for lunch and have this. I think it's lovely, really. Just like they come for lunch, maybe they come about 11:30. You give them a drink of this.
Do you think I put too much syrup in it? Okay.
I can just barely taste the syrup.
Okay.
Maybe you should put a little bit more. I don't know.
Okay.
So with all the ingredients you added today, if you wanted alcohol, would you just add it with?
I think you would add it in
It's
the
great.
shaker when you shake.
Yeah.
You wouldn't take anything out.
Oh, you'd put it in
you'd
put it in the shaker, would you?
Yeah.
If you wanted a little shot of something in it, but
I'll take my shot of vodka.
Let me run to the store.
no, that's lovely, Kaylee. Thank you for doing that for us.
You're welcome.
And so we're going to do this once a month or so. Come up with a mocktail.
Yep.
I think it's kind of fun.
And then we can write down like where you'll have it in your
Yeah,
head, what you rate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or where are you when you're
When you're drinking it.
having this? Yeah.
Like this one, yeah, it's not. You're not drinking this on a beach.
No.
No.
I think it's a kind of an autumn drink.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat my blackberry. Okay. I got something to show you.
Thanks for coming to my bar.
All right. This is the wool that we've been using, River Stream Enchanted Forest. This is another wool, this loopy turquoise that we think would go with it. Look at it. Really great. This is Homestead, and it has some of the colors in it. This one is called Field Study. This is a great yarn. We used this a few years ago, but it's great for your autumn colors. This would have been a good background on that red, against that red dress too. This is Diamond Esquisse, and it has a nice big chunky twist.
And it's mint blue.
Oh, it's called mint blue. And this one is olive. Just nice for like if you're doing sort of the base of a tree, this would be great. And Angela also wanted me to show you sizzling wheat. which is one of our wool cloths. So this is a European wool, but I want to show you these. Okay, so this was the olive, and these are the walnut Addy hooks. And there's 2 sizes in this. So come on over, and we'll do a little bit more hook before we say so long. So, yeah, well, it's not an Addy hook.
I was thinking the same thing. I was confused.
But it's an olive wood hook. This one here, and this one is $19.95. This hook, and these ones might be $24.95, I think. And these are, what kind of wood are these? This is
The walnut.
This is the walnut. So let's try these hooks. I know they're going to be great. So this is a big chunky hook.
2.5.
2.5. So if you want to, like if you have trouble hauling up yarn, of course I can only really hook with 1 hook, but if you have trouble hauling up yarn and you want something to haul up nice chunky yarns, this big 2.5 hook, look at that. It's big. And I'm more partial to the finer hooks. It just works better for me. And so they have a nice solid wood handle, very beautiful. And then I love olive. I love olive wood because I love the idea of an olive branch. And I think in life it's very important to hold out olive branches to each other. I think we need to be holding out a lot of olive branches all the time and be understanding of each other. Oh, this is a great hook. So this, I'm going to call this the olive branch hook for me. But it's actually olive wood. And then we have the willow hook. So our hooks have been restocked quite nicely. So the willow hook, well, I love it because the guy who makes it used to drive me to hockey when the roads were bad and Robert was working. So that's a good reason to love it. But we just got 25 of these beauties in. And sometimes we're out of them. And so this is a nice big brass hook.
I have that hook. I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
And it will really give you, like, it will really poke open your linen. It makes a different sound, doesn't it? They all work great. It's really about how you hold the hook in your hand. I just find it interesting that I find it harder to hook with a big hook, and some people find it so much easier to hook with a big hook. So we have 4 new hooks, and I'm just going to hold these in my hands. Oh, Kaylee, did you put the other hooks, the seconds, on the website yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, because we also have our studio seconds on the website too. So there we go. These are 4 new hooks that we have in the studio, and I just want to tell you that when you share these little tools with people, when you share rug hooking, you never know what you're sharing. So be sure to share. Be sure to share your gifts, what you have, everything. Because when you share rug hooking, you just don't know what it is you're sharing with people. So thank you. I'm going to go finish my drink. Kayla's going to make a drink for everybody probably who wants one here. And that's it for today. Enjoy.
And we have our Zoom in.
In 20 minutes probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Hooking Intuitive.
Yeah. See ya.
Oh, Matt, listen. Here, I have a story about you.
Yeah. There's going to be a story about Angel on there.